9 games of hoops on a Thursday night. Trey Young debuts for the Wizards. Cooper Flagg is back for the Mavericks. And tonight, as of Friday, Jason Tatum is supposed to make his season debut for the Celtics. My name is Levi Jacob, and you are watching the Daily Basketball Recap in 15 minutes or less. Game of the night was the Orlando Magic versus the Dallas Mavericks, a 1-point game by the end, 115 to 114 Magic. Wendell Carter Jr. made a go-ahead dunk with 1.4 seconds left for the Orlando Magic, and they ended up beating the Cooper Flagg return game to try and reinstate his Rookie of the Year status. Chris Middleton, 19-2-7 in the starting lineup with 7-15. PJ Washington, 18-5-1 with 2 steals and a block. Cooper Flagg, 18-5-6 in his return with 1 steal and 4 blocks. Some of those blocks were really nasty. You should go back and watch some of those. 7 of 22 shooting. Klay Thompson off the bench with 24.7 of 12 shooting from 3. Jalen Suggs was all over this game. He really did everything. He ended with 17, 2-7 with 2 steals and 1 block with 2 turnovers. 6 of 14 shooting, 4 of 11 from 3. 31 minutes, but honestly, he was literally everywhere. When you watch this game back, he was everywhere. It was a lot of fun. He was distributing, he was scoring, he was playing killer defense. That block also was a nasty block. Paolo Banchero, 16-12 and 6, with 2 steals, 7 of 17 shooting. So, still not the greatest percentage, but better. Wendell Carter Jr., as I mentioned, 15-7, a steal, block, and an assist. Desmond Bane put up 14 and 8. Next, the Warriors beat the Rockets 115 to 113. Brandon Podziemski had 26. After the first half, he had 5. He scored 21 points in the second half. He ended up, I think, shooting 50% by the half, but the game did not start off well for him. They were throwing all the defense at him that they possibly could. He ended up with 26, 9, and 1 on 10 of 18, shooting 4 of 8 from 3-point range. He's been really, really good in the last, I want to say, 2 weeks, ever since the Warriors kind of decided that they were not going to be trying anything. Guy Santos has been playing better. Like, all around, the team has been playing better. Draymond was playing in this game. He had 10, 5, and 8 with a steal, played 35 minutes. After the game, he mentioned that Brandon Podziemski has not done enough. He hasn't done anything. Like, he feels he hasn't done anything. Brandon Podziemski, notably a couple games ago, was talking about how he is the next warrior up, essentially. The dynasty is supposed to be handed down to him to continue the success of this team. And honestly, I kind of agree with Draymond. Like, he's been playing well over the past 2 weeks. If this play keeps up and he's able to win, at a higher level and able to actually pass regularly, like, 1 assist in the game is not great. I agree with Draymond. I just agree with Draymond. I think that he hasn't done enough, and he's being a little bit cocky about it. But again, last few games, he's been pretty good. D'Anthony Melton, 23, 6, and 2 with 3 steals and 2 blocks. He's a very underrated player, D'Anthony Melton. Al Horford tripped in with 17, 6, and 5. Guy Santos, 14, 6, and 6. And on the other side of the ball, Kevin Durant, 23 on 8 of 16 shooting. Amen Thompson played 44 minutes, 18, 10, and 5 with 4 steals, 8 of 15 shooting. Alperen Şengün, 17, 7, and 7 on 8 of 20 shooting. No 3-pointers for him in this game either. Tari Eason was in the starting lineup. Jabari Smith off the bench with 3 and 11, 2 steals, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. 5 turnovers, though. 0 for 8 from the field. Reed Shepherd, 30 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. I don't know if in the beginning of the season, people thought that Reed Shepherd would not be the biggest question mark on the Rockets team. And instead, it's Şengün and Jabari. They are the biggest question marks for this Rockets team. And that's a very interesting thing to me, because what you're getting with Reed Shepherd, and he delivers. Every single game that he's on the court, what you're getting from him. He's still a 3-point threat, regardless of if the shot is falling or not. And he's still trying his best on defense. Like, he's giving it his all when he's out there. The other guys, not that they're not giving it their all. I mean, Şengün is a different question altogether, but it just doesn't seem that they've developed. Jabari more so. He's developed some, but you need more progression for them in order to win something here. And again, they just feel like the biggest question marks for this Rockets team, which is kind of appalling. Which led to the Warriors winning. The zombie Warriors team winning against them last night. Next, the Lakers lose to the Nuggets. Nuggets have 120. Lakers scored 113. LeBron James breaks the NBA field goal record in Lakers loss. He broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. Career field goals. Awesome. That's like incredible. 28 points from Jokic, 12 rebounds and 13 assists from him, 10 of 15 shooting in 38 minutes, 8 of 8 from the line. Jamal Murray, man. Jamal Murray is incredible. Jamal Murray had 28, 4, and 7 on 8 of 17 shooting, 5 of 9 from the field, 7 of 7 from the line. He really is matching Jokic's output right now. He really is. And that's because Jokic is also playing a little bit worse, but he's also playing better. Like he's a higher ceiling. He's really, really exceptional player. Christian Brown had 15. Julian Strawther had 18. Zeke Naji started in the starting lineup next to Jokic for some reason. I don't know. I don't really get it. Luka Doncic, 27, 11, 7, and 4 steals, 11 of 24 shooting, though. 3 of 10 from three-point range. Austin Reeves had 16, 5, and 7, 3 steals, 38 minutes. LeBron James had 16, 5, and 8 with 3 steals, a block, and a turnover. 7 of 11 shooting, 34 minutes as well for him. DeAndre Ayton went out with injury and did not come back in the game. He only played 5 minutes. Jackson Hayes ended up with 19, 5, and 2. 8 of 10 shooting for him. To be honest with you, because of how DeAndre Ayton has been playing and complaining, they looked better with Jackson Hayes on the court in this game. I don't want to say it out loud. It makes me a little bit scared of Lakers fans, but that's the truth. It's very honestly the truth. But again, the biggest kryptonite throughout LeBron's career at this stage of his career is Jokic. There's just nothing to do with Jokic. He's so good. There's nothing you can do against him. And this Lakers team is not. I'm sorry to say they're not winning the championship this year. I really wish that they would have done something else, gotten other moves done to create more of what this team needed. They just didn't. They just didn't do it. Okay, next, the Pelicans beat the Kings after their, I think it was a 5-game win streak for the Pelicans. Now they're on a 2-game losing streak. This broke that for them. Zion Williamson had 23, 9, and 5. Trey Murphy had 21, 7, and 4. He's back, by the way, as well from injury. Sadiq Bey had another 20-point game on 6 of 11 shooting, but 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Right, Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen played 28 and 26 minutes respectively, so they heard the outcry of us complaining about them not playing the rookies, and they played them. 13, 6, and 6 for Fears, and 12, 9, and 5 for Derek Queen. On the other side of the ball, Precious Achiuwa had 29 and 12, again with 5 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. He's been killing it as of late. Russell Westbrook, 19, 2, and 10 with 2 steals. Next, the Jazz and Wizards had a really fun one. Trey Young returns from his injury, but also debuts for the Wizards. I don't want to say I called it, but I called it. Trey Young and Trey Johnson are automatically my top 10 of duos to watch in the NBA right now. They love highlight plays. I'm not saying that they're the top winning duo in the NBA right now, but Trey Young and Trey Johnson together is so much fun. Trey Young had so many passes that he passed to Trey Johnson where you're like, he's not going to shoot it from out there, is he? And then he does. And then he made like a few of them. It was fun to watch this team play together. And I like it. I like the vision. I yesterday mentioned that I don't know who Julian Reese is. I think his name is Julian. He is Angel Reese's brother, and he had 18 and 20 for this game in this game for the Wizards. 10 offensive rebounds, awesome. 5 of 7 shooting in 38 minutes. Cool story. Bilal Coulibaly, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. He's been playing really well this past couple games as well. His game has become much more efficient. It was like just good vibes. It was really, really good vibes. I'm excited for all the other players to come back to play with Trey Young and Anthony Davis eventually to show up there, really. Trey Young in his debut had 12, 2, and 6 with 2 steals, 4 of 9 shooting in 19 minutes. Trey Johnson, as I mentioned before, 15, 8, and 2 with 1 steal. You could see that they were trying to really get Trey Johnson and Trey Young playing next to each other in this game. Like the young guys play next to Trey, as well as Coulibaly, because he brings really great defensive pressure. But Trey was finding everybody. He was doing exactly what Trey Young does, and that's what you want him to do for this team. Really, really fun. Trey Johnson also had 5 of 9 from 3. So that's good shooting techs. Will Riley, 13 points in 25 minutes. And I'm just excited to see what this Wizards team has to offer next season. I don't, this season I'm not gonna put any hopes into them because I don't think that they're gonna try to even make the playoffs. They want a better draft pick, and then I think next year they'll try their best, and I think they'll look good. They're definitely gonna make playoffs next year, in my opinion, if everybody's healthy. Story of the game, though, in terms of who won the game for them, Ace Bailey was 32 of the 122. 12 of 19 shooting. He was really on a heater, especially in the first half. He had 21 in the first half. 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block, but 7 of 11 from 3. Really, really just showing his skill. Like it was at certain points, it was him and Trey Johnson just going at each other, and like it was like fun. Isaiah Collier had 27 points and 11 assists with 3 rebounds. He really also, by the way, is getting a good handle on the control of the game. 11 of 18 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, and 4 of 6 from the line. So really, I like Collier as a player. And I think he's going to be really good in the system moving forward into the rest of his time with the Jazz. Kel Filipowski had 20, 14, 3, and 2 steals and 2 blocks. And John Conchar had 5 steals again. This guy's stealing the ball like nobody's business. He had 0 points, but stealing the ball like nobody's business. Yeah, the Jazz team is just more polished. Will Hardy's system is just much better than Brian Keefe. That's not even a hot take. It's just, it is what it is right now. But fun, really fun game to watch. Just in terms of if you don't want to watch any defense, you just want to watch solely offense. It was fun. It was fun to watch. I like watching Trey Young play when the games don't matter. He's able to just have fun. He did a cool fake, like a Rondo fake with his left, and he switched to his right hand, I think, or maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember which one it was. On the left side of the basket. Fun, just a fun little wrinkle there. The Heat beat the Nets once more, 126 to 110. Michael Porter Jr. had 27, 13, and 3. Didn't matter in this game. The Heat just too much talent to turn down. Tyler Hero had 25, 4, and 5. Bam Adebayo 21, 7, and 2 on 7 of 15 shooting. Tommy Hawkes, though, off the bench had 18, 7, and 7. Khalil Ware 16, 11, 1, and 5 steals with 7 blocks. That is a total of 12 stocks for him. Unreal, with only 1 turnover, 31 minutes for him, 7 of 9 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3. Like, this is what happens when Spoelstra plays him. Play him, Spoelstra, please. You know, please. I'm excited for when Norman Powell comes back, and it's just like a constant stream of people that can score and shoot, and I think that's like in the perfect vision of what this team could be. I find it hard. Like, I would think that's a hard thing to beat, honestly. Okay, Spurs beat the Pistons. Sad note about this game is the fact that Asar Thompson got injured. We will know soon about his condition, probably. It's sad. Like 2 minutes into the game, it's sad if he is injured severely. The reality is I think that if they don't have Asar Thompson, whatever hopes they have of running to the finals, I think are greatly affected. He is by far their best defensive player, can guard anybody that you stick him on, literally anybody, primary scorer. He has no problem guarding whoever that person is. And if he's not on the court for the Pistons, it's really not going to be good. Cade Cunningham, 26, 4, and 8 on 10 of 26 shooting. Jalen Duren just got destroyed by Wemby because the story of the game for the rest of the game, Victor Wembanyama had 38 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 assists with 5 blocks, 12 of 24 shooting, 4 of 10 from 3-point range. There's just nothing that this Pistons team could do with Wemby. He just went out there and had a Wemby game. De'Aaron Fox had 29 points, 11 and 12 with 2 steals for Castle and a block, 4 of 8 shooting. There's a lot of distribution to the other players in the game, a lot of really great play, but the answer was Victor Wembanyama could not be stopped. There's not even a long story about this game. It was Victor Wembanyama dominating everybody else. It was incredible. Okay. Second last game of the night, the Bulls beat the Suns 105 to 103. Colin Sexton had a 30-point game. Trey Jones 21, 6, and 5 with 2 steals. They still won despite all of these different injuries that they had. Devin Booker 27, 6, and 2 steals and a block with 4 turnovers. Grayson Allen 21, 2, and 8 with a steal. I want to point out something as far as this Suns team, more so for the case of Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks should have been an all-star. He was playing when Devin Booker was out for the majority of the beginning of the season and second, even into the first half of the season. They had a winning record. They were very, very good. This team looks worse with Dillon Brooks out than it did with Devin Booker out. That says something big to me, not about that Devin Booker's not good, how much Dillon Brooks actually means to this team. And I think it's going to be hard for them for the next couple of weeks to continue with this, continue on this path of this winning record that they had when he's not there. Next and last game of the night, the Wolves beat the Toronto Raptors 115 to 107. Anthony Edwards is a crazy, crazy slam over RJ Barrett. Totally put on a poster, and he sparks the Timberwolves win. Anthony Edwards has gotten into the stage of his career where he's so incredibly good that he doesn't have to start trying until certain points in the game. And he says, okay, now I'm going to turn it on. He's been this way for a good portion of the year. I think that there was a point in the beginning of the year where I said, why are people not talking about Anthony Edwards? The answer is because he's not always in the mood to try. When he does try, he's just taking step back jumpers from 3 and he's hitting them at a very high percentage because he's incredible. He probably could be, if he wanted to be, the MVP this year. Like, like if he was trying from the start of the All-Star break, if he really made a push for it, he probably could. Whenever he wants to, he scores. Whenever he wants to be engaged on defense, he's engaged on defense. 22 points in this game on 8 of 12 shooting, 5 of 8. Played 34 minutes, but he had so many open looks. He wanted to get everybody else involved. Like he wanted to let everybody else kind of do what they needed to do. Julius Randle, he let him have a lot of ridiculous Julius Randle time. He's kind of reverted a little bit Julius Randle to his old ways. But Anthony Edwards, he's like, okay, if it's working, let it work. He's not demanding the ball. I don't know. He's just awesome. He's really awesome. And he deserves a lot of shine. He deserves a lot of credit for how good of a player he is, because he's I don't know, really, really could be the second coming of a Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. And I just wish that he was more engaged a lot of the time, or wanted to prove it a lot. Like I wish he had the Mamba mentality. He does when he feels challenged. Until that point, he's kind of more, he's chill. He's chill out there. Rudy Gobert, 18, 12, and 5 with a steal and 3 blocks. He was really all in on this game. Julius Randle, 17, 8, and 4, but 5 of 11 shooting. Donte DiVincenzo also 16, 5, 2, and 2. But on the other side of the basketball court, RJ Barrett had 25 points. Emmanuel Quickley had 18, 3, and 7 with 1 steal. Scotty Barnes, I think his leg might still be bothering him because he's not playing up to what he's been doing in the past. Brandon Ingram had 14. Scotty Barnes had 16, 2, and 3. Jakob Poeltl had 9, 7, 4, and 2 with a block. 29 minutes for him, 4 of 5 shooting. This is the last note about this game that I want to make. Jakob Poeltl, I kept saying that he looks like a little bit more immobile in the last few games. He was so fluid in this game. He's this big guy. You don't think that he's so coordinated. He's so coordinated in this game, especially if we watch back some of the plays. He has no problems moving around the court. He's really he's gotten a lot more limber. So it's cool, a lot more agile. All right, that was your daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Might be a little over today. Thank you all for watching and listening, and I will see you on Sunday. Have a great day.